Hello, hello. Good
Hi,
morning,
everybody.
everyone. It is
Hi.
7 a.m. here. I have Lisa Mingus with me and Kylie Koo. Kylie's going to read chat and she's going to interrupt us when she needs to. And we'll say hi to everybody first. And then I'm going to do something I haven't done for a little while and read a couple oracle cards for us. And these are really just inspiration and kind of thoughts for the day. They're not real, oracle cards. They're just, something kind of fun. And we're going to be working in our altered books. But if you do not have an altered book, you can do this in anything you want. Okay. Um, and I'm going to share something really important that you should put in every book. So let me say hello to everyone, and then I'll let them say hello. Hi, Silji. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Brenda. Hi, Lexi. Let me see if I can scroll
Hi,
up.
Lexi.
Wave at me.
Kathy. Yeah, use that pink hand.
Hey, Miriam. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I know it is early. It is early. You guys been staying up late doing all this stuff. I can't do it. Hi, Kitty Jen. And Lisa, go ahead and Kylie, go ahead and say what you want to say there before I go single screen and we read a couple bits of inspiration to start.
Go
On
ahead,
you go.
Kylie.
On you go, Lisa.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm Lisa Mingus, making it with Minglet, and Sharon and Kylie. We've all worked together, in different ways, but we are so glad to see you come in. Please hit that thumbs up button, and we're so glad to have you here. And we're going to have some fun. So let's get started.
We are going to have fun. Hey, I am 4 away from 1,000. You know how it kind of fluctuates? I got over 1,000 the other day, and then it went back to 4 under. So if you could all help me out and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and send your friends. Let's get to 1,020 just to be on the safe side. How's that sound?
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. Brenda, did I say hello to you? I feel like I did, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so we're going to let Kylie do some talking too after we get into our project, and hopefully we can hear that lovely accent and she can read chat for us, okay? So first of all, I'm going single screen here. All right. So, let me turn this light down just a little so we don't have a glare. Okay. So, I don't know if you can read that, but that is very important right now. Very important right now. And that's all I'm going to say about it. If you know, you know. Okay, so we want to pull these out. It's been a while since we've done these, huh? And these are really just words of inspiration. It's not really an oracle deck. I wouldn't know how to begin to read an oracle deck like a real, I don't know how to read tarot cards. It's nothing like that. We just all need a little light in our life. I am a very spiritual person, and I know that I will hear the words that I need to hear when it is time. Don't you think, guys? Been up since 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, let's take from the bottom, 3. All right, let's read. Let's pick this middle one first. And these are such beautiful cards. You guys see these? They are gorgeous. And oh my goodness, doesn't that ring true right there? The card is freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. That means 2 things, you guys. Did you hear that? I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. That's wonderful. And it goes with the art therapy we're going to be doing today. So I love that. When I'm done, I'll share the deck that this is. Okay, let's go with this last one. Inner child. Oh my goodness, we are on fire, I think, guys. So this is the inner child. There we go. Allow me to give compassion and love to the little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Isn't that wonderful? It really is. And with an art journal, altered book in mixed media, I think that's perfect. Okay, let's see what the last one has to say. Right action. Right action. AP aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go go. Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness was me. And everything that wants to come come. And it's spelled APAIR or APARIGRAHA. Let's try that again. A perigraha, a perigraha, a perigraha. I know that doesn't roll off the tongue, so I'm getting some of it wrong. Literally means to let everything that wants to go go, and everything that wants to come come. I think those are perfect. I don't know about you guys. Hi, Dana. I raise your hand if any of that felt like the right words that you needed to hear today, because I will give 3 hands and I only have 2. Let me get my foot quick.
I really like the inner child one, and what I take away from that is love the little one within yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, when I paraphrase what you read, that's what makes me feel good when I'm creating, is letting that inner child come out and play, because I'm not a fine artist. I'm a crafter, but it just speaks to me, that particular one.
I think it's wonderful. What do you think, Kylie?
Yeah, I think the 3 of them are just perfect for today in so many ways. The freedom one really struck me right at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all, I mean, I think that's the best 3 I've ever pulled together that go together, and I'm just tickled pink. Okay, so this deck, if anybody needs daily inspiration, we also made our own oracle cards last year, if you're new here. But this deck is the Divine Abundance Oracle cards by Tasha Silver. And I just think they're beautiful. They're pieces of art, each card, and they're very inspiring when you need some inspiration for your artwork. So, the freedom hits you, Brenda. Brenda's feeling. Brenda, are you in the USA? I feel like you're probably on track with. I'm sending you a brainwave right now, girl.
Sylvie ask if can you hold that little note that's at the top, the handwritten note? Can you hold it up? She would like to read it. The other side.
Handwritten.
That what you just had in your hand.
Okay. Yeah, just up to the screen. That's it.
We are not going back.
So if you look that up, if you don't know what that means and you look it up in politics, you will know exactly what this means right now. And it is worse than we had anticipated. So, yeah, this is important right now. And if I lose any of you Brenda's in Tennessee, you're right in the heart of it, aren't you? If I lose anybody because of that, then I guess you're not part of my tribe, and I'm just not going to concern myself with that. I love you all, and I hope you stay, and I hope that none of you go away because of this. But we as women have power right now, and we need to keep it. That's all. Okay, that's my soapbox, and that's all. Okay.
Kathy says you just gained her for life.
Oh, Kathy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Maya. Oh, hello. Okay, in Hoarderland. Oh, I feel like that. Oh,
isn't that hilarious? Every time I see that, I chuckle.
So you want to hear something funny? I looked for my other altered book this morning that I had taken out last time we did a live stream, because we're live the first and third Saturdays of each month. So the last Saturday that we went live, I tried to find the book that I had pulled out that I had done years ago, and I can't find it. Not anywhere in this room, ever, anywhere. I don't know where it's at.
It's been less than a month since you pulled it out.
I know. I said it's someplace special. It's someplace special. I promise.
It's under something.
It is under something. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. So, if you have not started the altered book with us, you can actually go back to the last Saturday and see how we prepped these books, because it's not as easy as you think. You do need to take out some pages so that you have room to fill it. And there's a good way to go about doing that. And a few things before we get started, I did want to say, you're going to need to gather. And if you don't have the book, that's fine. Grab a piece of paper, grab another art journal that you might have, anything that you can, thicker that you can glue on, paint on, do any of those things. Okay. And then as far as this book, as you go along, I'd like you to think about a place to store things, because you might get a birthday card from your husband. You might get something in a magazine that really inspires you and want to put in your art journal. Because we're treating this like it's an altered book, but it's going to be an art therapy book. It's going to be for art journaling, junk journaling, anything that's in your soul at the time. That's what it's for. So no theme, no rhyme, and that's why we're not going to do the cover first, because we want to wait until we're at least halfway through. If we put a cover on this, we're going to set a tone. We don't want to set that tone, right?
I agree.
Hey, Miriam. Yeah. So wait to do, Miriam, I know you did your cover, and your cover is amazing. I feel like I want to put like castles and dragons and Maid Marian and stuff in yours, because it's so cool. It's so cool. So start tucking things in that book, or you can get envelopes. This came from Eddie. You can make envelopes out of, this was just a pickup. I don't know why I did it on cardstock, but I can make myself a nice big envelope to go with my book. That way you can have it with you. You take it downstairs, put it by your recliner, or have it while you're watching TV. There's no reason. I mean, this is therapy. So, we don't know when we need therapy. It's hard to schedule that, And then as far as this goes, this is from Eddie. He sent me this, and he sent me these gorgeous, and they're so me. He sent me these gorgeous ATCs, but he sent me this paper. And because this paper is special now to me, because Eddie sent it, I'm going to put that in my envelope, which I'm going to use one of these, I think, for the big stuff. And then the little stuff will go in smaller envelopes, and then I'll tuck it all in there. I might even have room for my book in there. I doubt it, but, you could also use a folder. You could use one that you make. This is a leftover from our notch books. It can be anything. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
My daughter orders stuff from Shein and something, and the clothes come in those zip bags.
Yes.
And when she gets them in, I always just take them and sort them by size. So I have a bag of bags.
Great.
For when, a project comes up. It does make it much easier to work on a project when you've got your items confined
to
a joint space.
I'm going to go ahead and glue this one right now. Well, the first thing I want to do is make a thumb hole, because it might be hard to get into. I'm not doing anything fancy with this. All I'm doing is that's my thumb hole. All I did was give it a little space right here. I didn't do any fun, weird measuring, or, I'm just going to use a bone folder, stick that in there. I'm just going to glue the sides. That's it. It does not need to be fancy. This is going to hold my goodies, the goodies that are special to me, or that resonate with me, or that inspire me. So I just want to go like this.
I'm kind of jealous that you got that gel print with the wallpaper from his house before they started renovating. I mean, every time I see that, I just close my eyes, and
cool.
Kind of think about the videos that he sent, and the stories that he's told along the way. If you do not watch Eddie Makes Art,
you need to. Yeah,
you should watch him. He's very funny.
He is.
He lives was living in the house that he grew up in, and it needed some modernization. And they uncovered a lot of cool things, and the flower print that's at the top of the
Which
screen,
is really cool. This right here.
that's his design, and it was based off of a wallpaper that was in that house. So it's got a really cool story. You can get those at PM Artist Studio, and Sharon does have a discount code for you that will save you. I think it's 10%. Isn't it 10%
It
on
is
a
10%.
$5 order?
Absolutely.
It's a little bit more if you're outside the U.S., but take advantage of that if you want to go shopping. And Sharon has stencils and
And
stamps available
stamps.
at PM Artist Studio as well.
And I'm waiting for my newest stamp to come out. So I'm putting these in here because everything's going to end up in here. I just think these bags are a great way to travel. Like, say I have to go to work with my husband and wait for an appointment. I can sit in his office. I can play with this. I can have it ready. And another way you might do that is a box. And I made this box ages ago. I need to redo the magnet on it, but I mean, you could have a small box also to put, bits in. I recommend that. I'm going to put this away now.
Kim has joined us.
Yes, Lisa. What's that, Lisa?
I said, Kim just came in, and I was saying
Kim.
hi.
Hi.
One thing that I'd like to add is what Sharon is doing in essence is she's creating herself a go bag. So if she had stuff that needed to be fussy cut, while she's waiting on those appointments, she can sit and do that fussy cut. And
I could.
It makes the time that you're waiting for appointments go by much faster.
So much faster. Oh, and these kind of envelopes are great too. I've got some little bits in here that I really love that I might use today.
So Kathy's asking, do you find it easier to go through small paper bits in a box or a pouch?
Well, it's easier in a box, obviously. If you don't have too many in the pouch, it's fine. That's why I would break it down by size. So I would have different sized envelopes. You can recycle birthday envelopes or whatever. You could have an accordion thing that you make, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about here. People make them, and there's lots and lots of videos on how to make the accordions out of the envelopes. I'm going to show you another thing here if I can find it. So redoing my room was the worst thing ever because I can't find a thing. All the things that I always knew where they were, they are not there anymore. Okay, this is made out of these kind of envelopes right here. And I made this 3 years ago, and all I did was stagger the sizes of the envelopes. This has stickers in it from my faux memo. So like I printed out a whole bunch of them and stuck them in here, like, stickers from my faux memo, So I keep this just at my desk, it's just standing up. You could make yourself some of these with the smallest bits that you like the most. And that's a great way. You use that window to your advantage, or you could make things with windows. I mean, so that you can see inside, but really it's up to your own personal, having this all in one box. If you look at my rainy day, the collaboration I did last year for the rainy day journal, which is actually right here, its box is downstairs right now. I actually made a box. I put cork on the inside. I have some little pins. There's a piece of elastic. There's little pockets along the edges. So I did it like a briefcase, and I actually put a handle on it so it stands up too. So I can carry it like a briefcase. And this goes in there. It's filled with little envelopes like this that are all separated into category or, whatever. And it's just, it was my original to-go box, but I made it a couple years ago. So that is kind of what worked for me then. And having that box also made a hard surface to write on, but we're going to remedy that right now. So 2 more things here. Important things, very important things. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay. So you, like I said, anybody that's coming in, you don't have to have the altered journal. You can have a piece of paper or any kind of book or anything you want. I'm going to set that right there for now. You can make yourself a writing board. If you don't want to take a box with you or, have a box handy, having all this stuff together is really fun. It's handy, it's nice, and it's a great way to organize. But you guys can make yourself a writing board. Make sure it's fairly level. Like this one is got some textures on it from Nubo Moose, and you could always flip it over. So, if you make it like a big tab like this, it really helps too. So you can find it. You could punch a little hole there. You can put a charm on it. Just make one side of it as flat as possible so that you can do this. Oh, thanks, Kim. Thank you. I know it's so early, and we don't have very many people here today, but it is early. My normal time is 2:00 p.m. Pacific time. Another thing you can do is make these little envelopes to put, and I have one right here, to put your bits in and stick those down in your larger envelope. So just a extra thought there. Okay, I'm gonna put these away.
I think it makes storage more interesting too when you actually decorate it in the way you would a piece of art.
Yeah. And it's
Definitely.
Inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is. And I like to be inspired by everything I touch, everything I look at. That's why my room looks like a hot Tim Holtz mess, because I like to collect weird things to store stuff in or make my own storage, or find antique stuff. It just makes it. Oh, hi, Barbara. Oh,
Good morning,
early.
Barbara.
It is so early, Barbara. It is so early. Okay, so anybody that missed this, there is a video on it. You want to prep your books so that you have lots of space. Let me take all these bits out so you can see what I mean. So I had tucked some things in here that I knew that I might use in here, like last week. So just all of this stuff, but I want to show you. This all can go in an envelope. That's fine. You are going to want a piece of wax paper too, because you're going to want to be able to put it between your pages when you're done, wrinkly or whatever, anything that's going to resist, to make sure that nothing sticks, just until it's dry. So,
would a piece of deli paper work, Sharon?
It will work if it's waxed on one side or on,
okay.
Well, it kind of needs to be waxed on both sides. You just don't want anything to stick. So it could be, it could be one of the filters from your air fryer. That's waxed on both sides. It could be a piece of foil, I think, wouldn't actually work. Oh, rain. I want rain. I'm sorry, there's a train.
We had rain last night. We had several good showers roll through. We're
supposed to have rain. I'm waiting for it. So this was thick, this book. It was a lot of pages. And what you want to do is you tear one out, and this one's finished, so I can't show you. It's got that kind of a binding, and it doesn't really matter as long as, you can glue the bits back together if you end up tearing, like I will need to glue that, tearing two pieces that are different. But you pull one aside, one page, you rip out three carefully, and then you take the page behind the third one and glue those two together. That way you're not seeing those rips. This is only torn because, here, I can just fix that right now. And it's really cathartic to do. I think it's a lot of, sorry, I always put my pen in my mouth. You guys know that. I think it's a lot of fun to do it that way. Or to do that while you're like watching TV or whatever. And then you end up with some old book pages.
Hi, Trish.
Hey, Trish. Is Evie with you today? I gotta glue that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Keep in mind, as you're constructing or destructing your book, and don't do the cover yet. Remember that, but you can add pockets. And the two different styles of pockets I do like for this, and there you can do many kinds, or you can add more papers to have pockets. Sorry, I'm slipping around. This kind where you've glued, you do the same thing with the pages, and then you take, because it makes them thicker, then you take those two and you glue the top and bottom together, make yourself a thumb hole. And then, of course, we did one page. We started that one. He is not done. And the other kind of pocket is right here. And you can do this, and then you end up gluing right here and right here. I just folded down some pages. And let's get it on this side so I don't. Okay. You could do this on both sides. You could have that flip up if you want and hide secrets down there. This is your personal diary. This is your art diary. So I know that was a lot of chatter. I do have one more thing.
Just before you do, Sylvie's asking what glue is good to use to glue papers together. She uses matte medium, but she gets a lot of air bubbles.
Okay, so all I did was use a glue stick. I sat in front of the TV. I used a glue stick. I used up all my glue sticks. I had to order more. It's the right time of year to do that. It was, back to school stuff. But I just used a glue stick. I tried to go around all the edges. And as I get to each page, if I feel like that one, and I'm using art glitter glue here, and you could use tacky glue or, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. See that? Just like that. So as I get to each page, then I'll mess with it if it needs more. Glue stick's fine. You can do that one in front of the TV. Matte medium's a little harder, isn't it? Hi, Becca. Hello. I'm glad you made it.
Yay. Come on
Okay,
in.
So
I have a question.
I'm going to go 3 screen here. Okay, now what was your question?
I forgot to do the pocket with the little thumb hole.
You don't have to have that.
Could I take some of my pages that I pulled out and just overlay them and glue them back to it?
Yes,
think?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Raul. I'm
Hi,
glad you
Raul.
made it.
Becca's also here.
Okay, what?
Becca is also here.
Oh, yes.
Becca.
Yes. I'm excited to see you, Becca. I'm sorry, I had a moment there. It is really early here for me, so I'm going to probably stutter a lot. Is this screen okay for you guys for a little while so we can all be on it? Is that good? I haven't figured out how to take Kylie out and just have her voice. It doesn't seem to want to do it for me without taking her out of the stream altogether. So if anybody knows the secret there, let me know. Okay. So another pocket you could do is where you fold. I think I did one of those, didn't I? You can fold it back in layers. I thought I did one, or at least I showed an example of one. So
I did.
You this way. You can do this. Just fold it in, just like that. Make a thumb hole.
I folded one half page and glued it to itself. Now,
Yes.
I figure once I get into it, I will glue. I will put the edges on. But I did that, and I did some flips.
Just whatever kind of pocket you like. You can get really creative with the pockets here. Really creative. I mean, they're already connected to the book. So, maybe you have another way to do a pocket that we haven't thought of, I mean, you could do a layer of 3 of them. You could use your book pages that you've pulled out to create a regular, any kind of pocket. So I'm just gluing that together. And then I guess I got to take the pin out, do that, and do that.
I feel like when Eddie was doing his altered book, he took pages and halved them and then put them in for the pocket. So it gave it that extra layer of strength.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Yes, I am in the US. You can't see me on screen. I should be at the top. And our names should be underneath. I can't rearrange it any other way unless somebody else knows how to do that. Let me know. Raise your hand if you do. Okay, so
well, when we're talking about Eddie, we're talking about Eddie makes art,
yes,
and he's in the U.S.
yes.
And he does beautiful gel prints. He's
I'm surprised you don't know
also
Eddie.
a designer for PM Artist Studio. So, he's well worth stopping in and checking out.
Yeah, check him out. He's amazing. He's so fun. He
He
and I
is.
have
He's a
done
very
some
fun
things
person.
together too. We have had playtime together live. Okay, so I think I got all that. I have art glitter glue in this. I bought it to refill because it was on sale and just put it right in that one. That glue is fine too. Okay, so we did one page, but the first thing we need to do before we do any journal, this is the last order of business that is so fun. We need to have a declaration for our art journal or, mixed media journal like this. If it's an art therapy journal, not if it's something you're doing for somebody else or some sort of theme, or if it's a place where you're going to, I'm Becca's voice twin. That's what Becca said too. So then that's what I noticed. We do talk alike. She's
Yes.
as fast as I am, probably.
Eddie is the king of the nerd.
He is. Paula's the queen. Absolutely. So a declaration would be if you're doing an art journal of any kind, any kind. This is a personal place where you are going to free your soul, and you may or may not write words. You may write words and glue things over it. You may write words big and bold because it's your art journal, and that's fine. It's for you, not anybody else. So what I have here are some pieces of paper to write my declaration on. I can use anything that's going to give me some plain, like if I fold that over, because I'm going to be folding this up and sticking it in a front pocket of my journal or stapling it, or, so I can go back and read it. And you know what this is, Lisa. You've done this.
I'm ready for it.
Yes. And this is such a fun part of an art journal, and it helps you to free yourself. I need to find my pen though, guys. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. So in this journal, you don't have to copy me word from word here, but I give myself permission, but the beginning is very important. Word it in your own way. Permission to make a mess, and I'm going to write silently now after I get started, because I want you to think about the words that are important to you. Make a mess or make messes. Find my zone. Make mistakes. And I'm going to continue to write, and then I'll read it at the end. So you guys all write yours while we're doing this.
All right, I've got mine done.
Okay. Do you feel like you want to read yours?
Sure, I'll read it. I've dated
Okay.
it, and
Okay.
I've got this journal is to be a place of comfort and joy. I give myself permission to be creative, to step outside my comfort zone, to be bold. This is therapy. It is going to be good.
8:16, right?
Good morning, Belinda.
Hi, Belinda. We're doing something really important
Oh, I
right now.
put the 18th. This is 17th.
Is it the 17th?
That's what my computer says.
Okay, good.
Rup. See, I've already messed up. It's okay.
See, we already started it. Yeah, that's right.
Where I used to work in a bank, if you made a mistake on the date, you couldn't correct it. You had
Oh,
to, get another
start
form and
over.
start over. And it was so frustrating
Yeah.
sometimes because everything had to be just so. That was the old me. The new me is much more accepting of mistakes.
Kylie, did you do one too?
No, I'll do mine's later when I can start the actual book. I don't have enough space around my computer to.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And you guys can do this for anything that's a personal book too. Anything. Could be a notebook, could be just a place you write, could be a place, you create art. And I wrote in this journal, I give myself permission to make messes, find my zone, make mistakes, have fun, please me only, be serious, be funny, be myself in the name of therapeutic fun and healing. And I have this tattoo on my backside, so I always sign with that. That was a confession time, just so you know.
I don't have any tattoos.
I have this one in red and white on my backside. Red and black, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So I think, are we going to make a pocket to put it in, or are we just going to put it in an envelope?
Let's make a pocket. Let's do it. So let's find something, just a scrap, and that's kind of what we're working with today, scraps. This could be a band, it could be a pocket, it could be whatever you want. And let me find one. So when I fold this up, it looks like an old scorecard for canaster, pinochle, or whatever, a bridge. I found a couple of those the other day. Okay, let me find a piece of paper now.
So Brenda says she did an art therapy course and the instructor used the artist's way as a guide, and she had them write a contract with themselves.
Oh, really? I like to call it a declaration because I feel like I am declaring this to be, basically. But you can call it whatever you want. I mean, it's I've got a bunch of scraps here, small scraps, big scraps, whatever. I am going to use, I kind of like, these feel appropriate right now. This is wrapping paper from my grandma.
Cool.
And it's old. It's got stars on it. And this is just a little scrap of it from something. I don't know what. And then I've got, I will not use that side, but I've got this blue paper that I absolutely love. I'm going to put it like this.
So you're using vintage wrapping paper?
I am. I'm going to use some vintage wrapping paper. I'm going to use, this is thin, so I want to glue it to something more solid and just a piece of junk, What I've got out here is some roll-offs. I've got, let's do it on here because this is cardstock. So let me not lose my declaration first. All right. So I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to go to this side.
If you're going to use that, I will grab some as well. I have some that was from my mother-in-law's stash, just little bits and pieces. So I will.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna grab a dry brush, hopefully. If I can find one right there for glue. I'm just, hey Silji, also, if you have the opportunity, I know you said something about bubbling earlier. If you do have the opportunity to get the Crafters Workshop Gel Medium, that is the best for not bubbling. If you're trying to avoid that, you know, I just love it. And I always tell people, how many times have I said that in a stream, you guys? The Crafters Workshop Gel Medium, and mine's a mess because I have refilled it, but that's the one right there. It is so good. Hey, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Oh, we're hearing you make breakfast there, Carol. What you making us?
Ooh, breakfast sounds good.
Yeah. I probably could have used a glue stick here. You know.
Apparently, my father-in-law, he traveled a lot. He used to take hangers for souvenirs. And this one says Hotel Breslin, New York City, Broadway at 29th Street.
Oh.
And I've got like a hefty bag
cool.
with a diaper pen, and that's where I keep my folded wrapping paper. And I hang it on the rod in the closet. It doubled my space so that I could get everything, you know, in one area.
I have an old gold aluminum stock pot. And it's painted gold. It's like, you know, the aluminum stuff. Well, it's actually gold. It came from the company that way. On the outside, it's gold. And it's huge. And I, for a long time, had a plant in it. And then I took the plant out because it grew, or it died. That one died, actually. It was my rubber tree. It was so sad. Hi,
Mo. Mo's joined us.
Oh, Mo.
Hi, Mo.
It's okay. It's okay, Mo. You're amazing. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so anyway, that was that. I decided to put wrapping paper in it. And then I have like 2 more containers like that with old wallpaper and stuff in them. So you know me, I'm not going to use that the way it, you know, just solid. I'm going to have to put stuff on it. So we want to go to this stripe here. And I'm going to make it a nice deep pocket. And I could make it a double pocket too. I might do that because this is deep. Definitely this.
Thank you, Jen. These are papers that between my mom and my mother-in-law they had. And honestly, I probably will not have to buy wrapping paper for the rest of my life, but I do use them for crafting. But there's some fun stuff you get in, and like this one right here. I'm not sure where I would use it, but look how adorable. If you have somebody that's a dog person.
Oh, how cute is that?
Isn't it cute?
Oh my goodness.
And there's a little bit of this, of the Roadrunner and Coyote.
Oh, how cute.
I mean, she saved little tiny pieces. I should have used that in the circus journal. I missed that piece.
Well, did you finish your circus journal? Because I didn't. I'm still working on mine.
I mean, there's always things that I can add to it because the way I put it together, I feel like, you know.
Yeah, we constructed them that way.
You know, making it like the accordion, there's so much that I can add to it.
This has got tape on it, and I left it. I love it.
The funny thing about some of these papers, my father-in-law was an engineer, and when they would wrap presents, he would sit and calculate how many square inches was needed to wrap the present.
Was he like a tightwad, or was he, you know, just being fun?
He was an engineer.
He couldn't help it.
A true engineer. He actually worked on sonar equipment for the military for what?
Wow.
Yeah. So he was very,
you
know, they were frugal, but it was just funny. He would do such a good job wrapping presents that you could not get them open. And he would be sitting and he didn't smile a whole lot. You know, it took a lot to get him to smile. And when he would see us struggling to get something open, he would sit and he'd get this little smirk. And I've got a picture of him. And when I look back at that, I still just have the sweetest memories, you know, of him doing that. And
Oh, that's
he
fun.
just thought it was hilarious. But he did that to us all. You know, the kids when they were little, it drove them crazy. But then they would talk about it, and then they found out that he actually measured, you know, the precise amount. It was kind of funny. So this
It
is what
makes
I
for a neat package, I think, though.
I think I'm going to combine this stripe and some of these florals with the colors that I've already got gel plated on this recycled card. And that's going to make my pocket for my statement. I think that's going to be nice.
So I already pre-gessoed the next 2 pages also, and I'm sorry I did that ahead, but I thought it would be easier if I wasn't trying to dry things while we were doing this. So I've got 2 pages gessoed that we'll be working on, or at least the preface. I have a kind of plan there. That way you'll have time to gesso, Lisa.
Yeah, I have not gessoed any of my pages. I was really disappointed that the book I had thought I would use, it was one I had gotten at an antique store as a teenager. It was like one of the little primer books. And when I brought it up here thinking I was going to be all ready and play with it, the pages, I realized that they were just too fragile for that.
Oh, so you found a different one then, huh?
Yeah, I kept going up to the library. I went up to the library for the Friends of Library, where they sell books for like $3 or $4 or whatever. And I couldn't come up with anything. So what I finally ended up doing was going by Goodwill when I was in town for a doctor's appointment. And I found this book, and the cover, the dust cover was really pretty, but I thought the color was good.
Oh, just one moment. Hey, Colleen. Hi, Monkey. Sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
we got people coming in, and be sure you hit most thumbs up, folks. But this is the inner pages, and I thought it was beautiful.
It's good. That's gorgeous. I don't think I would be able to tear up that book.
I'm not going to tear this part. I'm going to leave it as it is, but I am going to use these little white speckles for inspiration and try to add, you know, those to my book throughout my journal.
So I'm making weird pockets here on purpose.
Well, that's not straight. Not straight at all. I'm starting out crooked already today, Sharon.
Uh-oh.
It might be downhill.
I'm always crooked. You're okay.
You know I don't mind things being crooked though. I don't.
But then you got to make everything crooked, right?
Well, yeah. Things will be crooked.
That's okay. That's all right. Let's see how this is looking here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Nice deep pocket. Yeah. See, and then I can actually use this. I didn't glue this part. I could use it if I wanted to put a pin in it, if it's a skinny one, of course. It's gotta be skinny. Maybe I need to adjust my glue that way. Or I can use the side of it. I need to put more glue on it. I can use the side of it right here to slip something in there. Hold on.
I'm sorry I'm dinging. One day I'm going to figure out how to turn that off.
Meow. Do we have another person here? Oh, Kitty Jen. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I do that to my husband once in a while as it's a Mr. Rogers reference.
I haven't seen your kitty lately.
I love him. I do. Okay, I could put a gel print back here, or I could put a. I might end up just putting a label or something. I do have these painted labels. Hold on. Oh, gel printed labels here. Now remember, I'm just making a pocket here for my declaration. So I clean off my gel plate sometimes with labels, and then I'll go in and stamp on them. So I do have some fun ones here. I'm trying not to set a tone here, but I do want it to match. These ones are cool. Really match.
Hi, Barbara.
That one. I think I'm just going to stick this up here for no reason, or I can put it here, here. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to go even on this. I don't do that. All right. And I got it straight. Woohoo!
She's straight and I'm wonky. That's about typical.
We'll trade in a minute. It's cool. Okay. Now, here is my declaration. I'm going to write on the outside that it's my declaration, so I am aware, and I'm going to leave those little bits right there because I just always really like those, and I don't know why.
I don't know why I love the colors in this paper. And Sharon, I got the neatest package of fabric. Somebody was doing a charity auction for one of our craft friends. That's her and her husband both got diagnosed with cancer in the same week.
Oh my goodness.
And they started doing
are they living in a hi Barbara? Do we have another Barbara?
Cabera.
So are they living in a place that is like by a nuclear tower, or in a place where they've poisoned the water, or I mean, what kind of is
I wondered the same thing. I don't know, but I got this big bag full of this stuff right here, and I've used it to print with. And I mean, it's like, I think it was stuff, not cross stitch, but I think it's crewel.
It looks like the stuff they use for drywall too.
It doesn't feel like that. It's all like cotton fabric.
It's softer.
It's soft.
Oh,
it's not
that's good. Okay, there we go.
But it really, I've used it a couple of times now, just little pieces, and it really is a very nice thing to work with. If I send somebody Happy Mail, I might drop some in for them.
These are fun right here to save when you cut your thumb holes out, because they can make page tabs. Boom. For all of our little tiny scrap keepers.
I'm just here, Jasper, just reading chat now and again. Watching Sharon and Lisa create.
We need to let her talk, don't we?
No,
I love to hear her talk.
No, you two, on you go. It's fine. I'll just interrupt occasionally.
Kylie, you can interrupt us anytime you want. And please do. So I'm just gluing some little edges here, because when you tear the sewed book out, sometimes you're going to have that other side of the page that is sewn, like when you fold it in half, you tear this one out and then you've got this piece here. But when you go to glue those together, they stay in place and they're fine. Okay, this is my declaration. I kind of want to put it in something or on something so I can pull it out, because it's a nice deep pocket. I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. So if I do it like this, and this is just a way to pull it out, and then I'm going to put a clip on it. Just for no reason. Just, oh, maybe I need to do it like this. I wonder if I can just glue that right there. That would be a new thing, wouldn't it now? That's a weird new thing. Or I just want to be able to read it once in a while and remind myself that it is okay to make a mess, to have fun, to let it go, to cry if I need to, make serious things and things that aren't so serious. All I'm going to do is tape it. That's it. Take you see this tape right here. Wish I could rip it straight. I'm going to take that on right there. That's it. Just something weird. This flips down. It says my declaration. Go ahead and put that other piece on there because why? And then if I want, I could actually put something on the edge of this. That might be cool. Because it's connected, but it's not connected at the top. Like this could be done. Well, oh, Anne is having a giveaway later. Is that right?
I think she's I think it's going to be for that tea cozy she's been working on, and it is beautiful. She has put in hours upon hours
That's
during
cool.
the streams. It's got all kinds of fun prints. She started out with fabric and kind of puzzle pieced it together and slow stitched it, and then she's added things since then. I think she's going to be working on it. She said she'd probably have it finished before she streams again. So,
oh, that's neat.
There is that.
So I'm going to break that up with like a piece of this, I think. Not one of those ones. Because the pocket's flat. We wanted to keep everything in our art journal relatively flat. Because, I mean, we did make space. There is room for a little bit of chunk. But for the most part, it should be flatter. That's not the right shade of red. No. How about this? I know I always try to use this stuff and then don't use it. That's perfect.
I should have made this a little bit more narrow. It's just going to stick out. That's all it is to it. It's going to be a pokey one.
Well, that's
I'm okay with that.
Of these journals. You do it any way you do it, and don't judge yourself, and just do it the way it happens. Let it happen. How come I can never get the back off of these? Ever.
What is it?
It's this stuff. I can never get the sticky back off.
I have trouble getting sticky backs off.
I think stickers are rough, but this stuff is like bad. That's a needle. I don't know why that's in my thing.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it needs to go on my needle thing. See, there's some creases in here I might be able to get into. It kind of wants to peel away in the wrong layer. So I know I can do this. I got this. I'm wearing my glasses. What does everybody have planned for today? Kylie, what are you doing later? It's what time there now?
I was talking there and I'd muted the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's 4 o'clock. Raoul's reminding us that Anne has a giveaway later on. I think it's something to do with tea cozy.
Yes.
The one she's been making. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to fold this back. I'm going to fold this back.
And thanks, Mo, for dropping in Anne's channel there.
thank you everybody that has come to join us this morning. I know it's early for some of us. I know that, and I'm so sorry. It was kind of a snafu because I usually stream the first and third Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of looking for something I can make a label out of, or one that I have made with my Cricut, because I don't want to get up and use my Cricut, but I know I have some somewhere here. Or I'll make one. Either way. I really did think I had some here. Oh, give me a moment.
And I'm just going to use scraps. Since this is going to poke out, I'm going to try to make it nice.
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it poking out because I'll have ruffles and things like that. So it'll be all right. It'll be just
do what
fine.
Makes your heart happy. That's all. That is all. Okay. When you have your gesso, I like a wash. I want to read the words underneath, even though this is the Gospel in the Stars. It is a book. It's a religious book, but I have actually found some pretty cool words in it that I have, when I washed it with my gesso, I just, went over it with some water too, so it wasn't too thick. I actually found some words that I liked, and I used a baby wipe, and I pulled them out. So I'm going to be using those words to guide this page. And those words are, in the nature of gracious meaning, walking barefoot, the celestial signs, to signify astrology, a noble and divine. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. But I also have this page first. So you're going to want your wax paper for these things. Like if you gesso a page and you want to move on and work on one, then you just stick your wax paper in there. So I'm just pulling from some little bits here that I have. Oh. Okay, I have this left over from something. I'm going to put it up top like a castle. It's got some texture on it.
Ooh, I've got some castles. I've got the castles that Judy P made.
Oh, yeah. That would be a great way to honor her. I love that.
I did use them in, what did I put them in? Gosh, I'm having a... Oh, I think it's in my pain journal, my pain and health journal.
Oh,
I think that's where I put it, but it's in pink. And if you look at it in the center of it, there's an angel. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get my hands on it real quick. I've been working on this one kind of on my own, but that page really, really turned out to be very nice. Let's see if I can happen upon it.
Barbara says she loves found poetry, Sharon, and Brenda says book page poetry.
Yeah, Kylie, you do that one. I've seen you do that one a few times, and I have never really done it other than to find words that I like and cut them out. But I've never done it where you're blacking out the page and then finding the ones that, the ones that speak to you. I do have some new stickers here I'm going to kind of play with, I think. And I need to remind myself to use stickers because there are a lot of cool ones out there, you guys. But I mean, look at these. Look at these girls.
I have never I've never tried that with the book pages. I mean, I've cut words out of things, but I've never specifically taken a page and just worked around the words.
Yeah, that was the first time for me. So I've got some
I think it's a lot of fun to do. I find it it's a bit like you, Sharon, with your Oracle type cards at the start, I find I can look at a page and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
kind of messages pop out to me from that page.
I think that is so true. And the one that I just read, I think was beautiful, actually. I've been earthing every day. I've been going out with my bare feet, trying to listen to the earth, trying to ground myself, you know, and feel. There's another piece of that wrapping paper. And feel one, you know.
So Scrappy Girl says she'll be doing a giveaway during her stream. So a lot of giveaways. And of course, Sharon, you did one very recently as well. So
I did.
Lots of things.
It wasn't during this.
No, but it was just very recently.
Before.
But I certainly could. I mean, why don't at the end of this, for anyone that shows up here, we'll do a number and then I will have a postcard for you anywhere in the world. Okay. I already have some others to send out, so we might as well, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, when we did the one of the giveaways, and I said I would do one to anywhere, I sent it to Miriam, and it's probably been, I think it's going on about 4 weeks, and she still hasn't gotten it.
Uh-oh. Well, I haven't sent any of mine out yet because I've been waiting for, you know, the end and to send them all out at the same time. So I have like 3 postcards, and I have Sandy's that we pulled last week, but you know, I've been so busy this week I haven't been able to get it all put together all the way yet. I have a few pieces, but not all of it yet. It's been so busy.
And that's understandable completely.
Well, 12 gallons of figs total.
I can't believe how many figs.
It's never happened.
Somebody on the Facebook Marketplace had posted like gallon-sized bags of figs, and it was about the time that you were talking about all that you were doing, and I was laughing. I thought, no, I don't need figs.
I've already sold 9 jars, no, 12 jars of jam.
Was it that jalapeno, the fig and jalapeno?
Yes, the jalapeno fig. Yep. And I made some mild and I made some super hot. And then I still need to make lots and lots more, but I've got to order jars now. So I'm just going to start gluing down little pieces here. And they all kind of match. I'm not looking at this page. It's not my problem. This is a different page. It's all new. Just kind of gluing it down. And do you guys want some prompts? Have you gessoed? We do a few prompts.
Yeah. I haven't gessoed, but I'm ready for prompts.
Okay, let's do that. I'm going to write on the back of this.
Hi, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, we got almost another hour, don't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
I want you to use let's say some writing. So that means include some writing, whether you write under or you write over or you write around the edges, but some personal writing. I want you to use some tiny scraps. I want you to use a sticker.
Okay.
And a stencil. Ooh, how are you going to do all that? I know how. Okay, so those are the prompts. Can anybody you want to write them down? Or
I've got it written down for you. Okay.
Writing, tiny scraps, a sticker, and a stencil. There we go. Hi, Jasper. Did I say hello, Jasper? I might have earlier, but it's 8 a.m. here. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to glue this on last, but I know that goes on there, and I can't forget. So I'm going to just set that right there.
That's not any better.
So I'm going to pull these out and start gluing these down. And then think about this is sitting above me here. Thinking about that. All right. Glue stick. Just going to get some on there. And I'm going to not think too hard here. That's my plan. I'm just not thinking too hard. Now, if I need to go in and glue any edges down, I will at the end. I love.
Everybody got the prompts?
Love this.
So it's writing under or over, and that can be a personal message. When we talk about writing it under, that means you're going to write it on the page, and then you're going to come back over it with something that kind of secures the message. It's like putting a secret message or hiding a message in there. But you can put any of your thoughts, deep, dark, ugly,
whatever you want,
whatever floats your boat, so to speak.
So whatever's personally on your mind right now is a good way to do that for art therapy. Just kind of what you're thinking about and what's bothering you, and in that direction. I'm probably going to add some of that, so I'm going to leave that there.
Ooh, Rhonda was using your Firebird masks yesterday.
Oh,
I got those,
Rhonda!
Wait to try them.
I look forward to seeing that. Please tag me so I can see that. I kind of want to put my flower sideways. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to leave an edge on purpose. Putting my flower sideways.
So I've decorated the back of my statement card, and I'm going to let it dry. It's pretty wet at this point, so I'm just going to set it to the side, and then I am going to work on prompts. So, writing under or over. We'll start with that. You see, I use clothespins for a lot of things. I've got a little rack that they hang on that was made for, like, when you travel. You take it out of your suitcase, and you can wash out your personal items and have them ready for the next day. And you have to pack less. But it's probably 60 years old or better.
We always like that, don't we?
I like old stuff. I'm a sucker.
So I haven't used one of these yet, and I think this is a perfect thing to write on, and they are stickers. Haven't used one yet. I think that's great. I'll use another sticker just to double down because I'm going to use a little bit of washi.
So Jasper is asking, Sharon, if you live in Arizona. Now, my geography is not very good, but I would say, no, you are the Northwest.
I am in the Northwest. My daughter is in Arizona. She is in Queen Creek. And then that was a China marker, just a wax China marker. And then my son lives here in Olympia. I'm in Centralia. I'm halfway between Portland and Seattle. I have a girl here that was she's a Brunhilde with the horns or the feathers and the spiky cap. It was a scrap from the opera book that I have, and I'm definitely adding her somewhere here. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
I had a look, Sharon, for that book you mentioned before, the kind of one with the film stars and old films, but it was going to cost about, I think it was 20-something pounds, so probably close to $30.
So I've actually probably promoted sales. There's probably not as many left in the world now because I keep talking about it.
Because it's quite old, I think.
They are old. He did make a lot of them. He has talkies. He has Hollywood movies. They're all black and white. I think. I don't think he has any colored. And then the opera ones. The opera ones are my favorite. Hands down, my favorite.
So Jasper says she knows Queen's Creek. She's in Scottsdale. So
okay.
Jasper, are you familiar with Mingus Mountain? Scottsdale's supposed to have some of the most scenic roads in the United States as far as drives. What am I doing? I am working in my altered book, and I am doing my writing under or over, and I'm using a pencil. And I'm probably not going to gesso over this because there's nothing here that, I would care if anybody saw. So now, Sharon, you said use a stencil. I've got papers that I have that have been stenciled. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay.
These can be notes to yourself that you don't want anybody to read. You can paint over them, put a piece of paper over them. You can decide that they're okay if somebody accidentally gets into your art journal. You're okay with that. I just did like a border there. I have a plan here, so sort of a plan. I'm kind of working intuitively here.
Rhonda, what the idea behind writing in your book? This is a place for you to write.
It's an art journal, or
it's a way of expressing yourself with words and art. So what I'm doing is I'm writing. Today I just wrote that. It rained last night. When I opened the door this morning, I enjoyed the smell. It brought me great joy. Just things that you can look back on and say, okay, that's where I was. Here's where I am now. But I could cover this up by, using gesso, or I'm going to put a few pieces of collage paper on it so that I can get that stencil prompt in. And I'm going to pull out some tiny scraps. So that's the part I'm working on. But if you're having a good day, a bad day, and you might have something that's on your mind, but you wouldn't say it out loud. This is kind of a place to put that down, and just release it from your mind.
And art your feelings. Go art your feelings, right? That's what we're doing.
Was that a good explanation, Sharon?
That was a perfect way to explain it. These are art therapy journals, altered books. And if you don't want to use it as an art therapy journal, but you want to make one, that's fine too. I mean, it's, do it the way that makes you happy. How's that? I'm looking for a stencil right now. I don't want to.
I'm digging deep for those little tiny scraps that I have not thrown away.
Mo says, #art your feelings.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. We should use that. Let's do that. Yeah, I love it. Art your feelings. Okay. Well, I'm going to write that down as well on something with a marker.
Don't look, Mo. Look what I found.
What are you doing?
It's big. I'm digging in the tiny scrap bin. Oh, I haven't been here in a while. This is like a trip down memory lane.
Isn't that funny?
It is. It is funny because, you throw little pieces in because you think, oh, well, I'll use that. I'll use that. And
I love that.
Next thing you know, you just got a bunch of that stuff.
Next thing you know, you haven't used that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't want to cover that completely, but I want
Somebody Kim, was it you that was streaming earlier in the week and Beth was telling you to throw it away? It's too little to keep.
I get proud of myself when I throw a tiny piece away. And I usually tell you guys, look, I threw it away because I get so excited.
Yeah. The conversation was funny because it come back to basically, if you put it in the trash, you can't second guess it.
Oh, yes, you can.
And once it goes in the trash, that's it. It's done.
Oh, that's funny.
It cannot come back.
Lies. I can't do that. This isn't going to work. I want her face to still show, and I'm like doing this, but then I'm realizing I'm going to be putting paint there. That's silly. I have to find a different stencil. I really wanted that window.
Blank her out.
I guess I could do that.
And then just do the window around her.
Oh, I guess I could do that. I do have one of these that is a die that I did out of a gel print. That's kind of fun, but it's sitting here somewhere on my desk. All right, yeah, I will just put something over her face. Gonna do it. I think I kept this because it had some funny words. Oh yeah, he rubbed his hands on the seat of his pants before offering it to me. Oh, okay. So I'm not tearing that away, but I'm gonna tear that and keep her.
At the bottom of the page I'm working on, in the natural text, it says, "Would you care to dazzle us with a tale of redemption?" All right, I can see. Would you like to sing a song of joy for us now? I'm not covering that up. That's kind of cool. Because I mentioned joy in it.
Sing a song, make it simple.
Yay.
I should make Mo and Sharon very pink themed tags. Oh, you're killing me with the pink. I'm also doing a bit of this to keep this in place, and we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it to it.
I mean, I'm not completely opposed to pink, except when it's mauve.
This one's okay.
You know me and mauve. It's just not.
This is okay.
But I remember this piece. I cut out a lot of stuff off this piece, and it was pretty. It started out as one of those ugly prints, and it kind of transformed into something better.
Talking to myself here. It's cool. Don't worry about it. I kind of don't want to do the flowers either. And I'll draw in some window panes there, whatever I need to do. So I'm just going to line it up. See how it works.
Don't let it ruin your day, Mo. Mo does not like pink. If there's anybody here that doesn't know that, Mo despises pink.
Kylie doesn't either. I think we are the anti-pink club, aren't we, ladies?
Yeah,
raise your hand.
Definitely.
Raise your hand. That's right. I just heard a high-pitched sound.
Oh, it could have been my chair squeaking. Is that it?
Oh, that's what it is. That's it. Okay, so I'm just going to use a stencil brush. I'm getting brave here. You're brave when you use a stencil brush, you know.
It's okay, Miriam, if you love pink. It's okay.
Yeah, you can love pink.
We still love you.
Yep.
We do.
You're just part of the pink club, that's all. So I'm probably going to go around my stencil with the, markers and stuff. It's a great doodle-tunity for later when I take my bag and my journal with a roll of markers and a glue stick and my little extra scissors downstairs, and I can, hold on, I got that moved. And I can sit and doodle, and, I don't even know why I need to do that one right there. It's just a great way to have some art therapy with yourself and not on camera. That's not necessary.
Raul showed us some very nice doodles earlier in the week working for those who love Halloween. He had some Halloween doodles on one, and he also did some sassy people.
Oh, I
So
saw those. Yeah.
if you did not get to see those, it's well worth, going back and watching.
It's not really
I know that
showing.
people have been stretched thin, trying to watch and
Yeah, I've been lurking a
everything.
lot.
So definitely,
I need a
when
different
you've
color.
got time to sit down and kick back, definitely go back and watch the things that you might have missed, and be sure that you're supporting these artists that put in so much time and effort. And for Miriam and Raul, I can't imagine, coordinating as much as you have done, and all the slots that you took
Seriously.
and streamed. You covered it. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
Yes,
And
and thank
I'm glad
you.
that we all got to participate with you.
Keep an eye on the time there for us, Kylie, because I will need to do a number drawing when it's
Okay,
time.
so you've got about just over 35 minutes. So
Okay.
I'll give you maybe, a 10-minute call?
Yeah, 10-minute
Okay.
warning. Yeah. All right, so let's see if any of that showed up. We've got our sort of window there. Don't set it on the paint, silly. Chunks of paint on my... So what I'll do is I'll end up going around all of those with a little black fine tipped marker. And, oh, I love that. That worked out cool. So do you guys have a marker? Do you have a paintbrush roller? I have like the thing with the pockets that rolls up. Those are so handy. I have two. I have one that I have my good paintbrushes in that I rarely get into, but I also have one that I have like extra markers and glitter pens and stuff like that that I never use. That is a good one to keep next to my recliner or in the to-go bag. So if you are thinking about what you might want with you, if you have this, away from your art desk, that's a good way to do it. That makes sense. Okay, so I got that in there. I'm going to do one of these. Just one. I've got so many stencils that stick together because they have, little bits that they get caught on. I hate that. Okay, I've got this, and I want to do one in the corner. All right, different stencil brush then. You can do it.
Tiny scraps done. Now, I'm thinking about grabbing my watercolors and maybe putting some watercolors on this.
That's a great idea.
Because that will let me preserve the writing.
That is a fabulous idea. I love it. I'm not getting anything else out here. I'm just using up this paint that I have on here. Just if it shows, it shows. And if it doesn't, I will actually just use a marker on it later. Okay. Now, prompts are a really good way to do this, so you don't have to think too hard. And what the point is not thinking too hard, I think. If you're going to journal and you're going to get, just let it go. Get in your zone. Don't think too hard. Just do it. If you question it, is this too weird? Do it. If you question it, I don't know what to do, and you keep messing with it and you can't make up your mind, just start gluing stuff down. Just do it. That's the best way you're going to find the therapy that you deserve. Also, just grab some prompts. Make yourself a little prompt jar. You should have one by now. Do you all have some sort of a prompt jar? I have one for different subjects.
Yes,
Kitty says she doesn't know why, but that window background looks like it needs a wicked witch or something in front of it for Halloween. With a poisonous apple and a wicked black bird.
There we go. There she
a
is.
blackbird. Yay.
She is my opera singer. I can't get this one apart either. Gosh, why does it gotta be so difficult? And this kind of washi that has the tape on the back, I don't really like this kind. I'm not a huge washi person anyway, but this kind you have to end up putting a clip on it because it wants to unroll as soon as you start it. If it has this back. I'm just putting this here.
I don't know. Something about blackbirds just really make art pop. And I used to I've always admired and watched birds, but more recently, we've had a bunch of crows to come around, and they are very, very interesting to watch.
I've always
They're quite the character.
Here we go. I've always wanted a crow. Glue it down. It's not worth it. I do that with some stickers. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. And I might use a different word. Because I start getting mad. And then I just glue the whole thing down. I don't care anymore. A lot of times the thing I do, and that's what I did with this, the thing I do with stickers, and I already had this stuck down. I just hadn't cut it out yet. I will take them off and put them on a piece of tissue paper first. So that's what I stick them to. The sticky is going to stick to some tissue paper, so you don't have to worry about it. And then the tissue paper is going to glue well down to whatever you're working on. But you can also cut off that border. And so I'll have like a bunch of stickers that I'm thinking about on like I do over here. I could probably pull that out right now if you want. What I mean is like this. I'll use some scrap tissue paper. Got a bunch of stickers on here, and as I want to use them, I can pull them out and cut around them. And that's, like I said, I don't use stickers often, but I did get those antiquarian books recently because I'd like to. So,
I like those books.
I really do.
They really are fun. And the ones that Yolande has been using that have the cats, fish, odd stuff in it. They really are cute.
They have 3 or 4 in the volumes. I got the Imaginarium, and I think I like the Antiquarian one better, but they're both amazing. They're good for postcards and ATCs especially, because I feel like I need something right there. This is my window though. And it'll get drawn around. So yeah, he's going here. He's got to go right there.
Kitty says, and this is a bit of a tongue twister almost, I always put extra glue. I always put extra glue under the stickers in case the sticker on the stickers isn't very sticky at that time, and that way it sticks.
If a sticker sticks on itself, it sticks to the sticky sticks. Hello, Carol.
We're glad that you were here to discuss the sticky situation of the night.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Boy, I've made a mess here. Okay. I've got a girl. Got my opera singer. Got my bird on the head, which is symbolic in many cultures, by the way. I have an African carved mask that I don't have hanging up right now because I don't have that style anymore. I messed something up. This is going to have to go on the side now. Do I want to cover my words? Okay, he's coming up. I'm done. I'll fix it. I got it. He can be on there. See? Just when you have a plan, right? Yeah, that can go there. Okay. I have a better plan for this.
No, have you put me in the doghouse yet for the pink?
What?
I was asking if Mo had put me in the doghouse for the pink yet.
She's gone to get some sunglasses, I think.
Oh my gosh, you are using pink. Yeah, bring me my blue sunglasses there, Mo. Let's make everything purple.
Yeah, not the rose tinted ones.
No. Actually, those look pretty good. Actually, when you're wearing them.
I want a pair of rose-colored glasses. Sing that song, Sharon. Sing it.
I don't know the song really.
Are you serious?
No, I don't. Who does it? I don't.
You're asking me who does it?
What's the tune? Hum it.
Rose-colored glasses.
I don't know that one. No.
I'm looking through. That's all I remember of it.
Well, look, we got Lisa to do it. So I made an executive decision here. I'm going to make this into a hidden paper clip that's going to clip right on there so I'm not covering my fun words. I like that. I like it a lot. So I'm going to start doodling on here so I can balance this. And I need a fine liner for that.
Mo says, Lisa, she has a filter on the screen and a tinfoil hat on.
I love it. Have you got your tinfoil twisted so that it comes to a nice fine point and you have that just so look?
Oh, I love it. So it's pointed like an elf?
Yeah, like a space helmet, with like a little spear at the top.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm putting purple in here, okay?
Okay, you fix that pink, girl.
Yeah, I am going to leave just a little bit just because the pieces I pulled out had the pink in it, but I don't want it to be the sole focus, so. Definitely want it to be kind of soft, though.
See, doesn't that start to fix it? Brings it all together. I'm going to be balancing it because it seems like a very bottom heavy thing because I have all my stuff down here. But I like the word preface and I like that my writing is here. So what I'm going to do is balance this out with some white marker down here and colors up here, including black, which is not really a color. It's a tint or tone. I can't remember which is which right now.
I was always taught that black and white were simply called neutrals, but you're right, one tones and one tints.
Yeah, they're not colors. They don't count.
No.
Good morning, Janet. Welcome.
Hey, Janet. Okay, so I'm going to just make a false ending there with that. Oh, I missed one, didn't I? Okay. I love having doodle-tunities. I've always called them that, but I love being able to do that. I think that's where you get in your zone the most, when you have to sit and pay attention to something else and leave your thoughts far away. That's what I'm doing here.
The only thing I'm lacking from the prompt list, I've got my writing under.
Uh-huh.
I did my tiny scraps.
Uh-huh.
I've got some stencil. I got a stencil piece. And the only thing I'm missing is my sticker, but I can't really add my sticker until I get my page dry.
So I'm going to fake a window here.
But
Because
I
remember, I covered her up. Fake in the window.
Oh, you heard that, didn't you?
I did. What'd you do? Got a glue problem here.
Well, I knocked over the lunchbox that holds the hoard of glue sticks that I've been buying.
Uh-oh. Oh, you've been doing it too, huh?
Well, it's like I told my husband.
They're half off.
I mean, I have got, my shelf is now fully stocked with Elmer's glue. I've got 1 4-ounce box or bottle for each month. And that's about how I go through the glue when I dilute it. And then I've lost count on glue sticks. I'll just be honest. I don't know how many I've got.
You don't need to know. It's okay.
But, they marked the big Elmer's down last week.
Yeah, they did.
Marked those down to 50 So that's my next project. The ones I'd gotten before were the smaller ones. And they just don't hold up very long. And that's all right, but if you're gonna do crafts, you gotta be smart. You've got to buy things when it saves you money instead of paying.
Right now's the time.
By the time Christmas comes along, that same bottle of glue will be $4 easily, since everything is 3 times what it was.
Not that you're going to be given glue for Christmas. We understand.
No, I'm not going to give
She's
away
just giving
glue.
a timeline.
Bye, Trish. Thanks for being here.
Bye, Trish.
Oh, bye, Trish. Big hugs, and one for Evie too, please.
Yes, definitely.
That would be, yeah.
I sent Evie the heart washi tape that you had sent me that she wanted.
Did you? Oh, that's okay.
I did. Well, I told you I would, and I sent her one of those cinnamon hearts too. I don't think I told you that.
Oh, that's cool. I have a whole bunch of those still left.
Well, I've got 2 hanging up in my room.
They can also be decorated for Christmas. Smell them. They can go on a tree. I'm just doing this because I want to make it bolder. All together. There we go. And I'll do the chain later when I'm actually watching the TV, I've been watching
my stickers.
I've been watching the streams when I can between jams and jellies on my big TV. So if I'm not commenting, I am so sorry. It's just because I'm lurking. I've been doing a lot of that. I try to let you know, but I don't always get to. I don't watch that much stream time during the week because I have other things going on. So it's been a struggle, but I want to support everyone. That's important. And subscribing, and you never know when somebody's going to have something fun going on that you want to do, and just because you don't watch everything that they do, that's fine. Hi, Janet. Oh, you've been making marmalade? I'm up to my Statue of Liberty in figs right now. Not up to my elbows or my eyes. My Statue of Liberty. It's that big.
I wish we could grow figs. I think it's too cold here. I think there are some growers. You can buy them in the shops, but I think it's too cold here to grow them.
I think it's rare here. We had the people that had this house. I'm just making it up here. I'm just making some bricks. The people that had this house, they owned a nursery. So we have all kinds of well-established, really old and rare plants in our yard. And one of them is a very well-established fig tree that is down at the water table. I mean, it's that deep. The roots are that deep. So we don't ever even water it. And this year we've had the biggest harvest ever. And Janet, I make jalapeno fig, and they're the green figs, by the way. They're so big this year, they're getting stretch marks and they're splitting on the vine or on the tree. Seriously, stretch marks. But now I'm beating them to the birds. The birds know they're there now. And the starlings, who don't belong here, but everybody belongs here. They're not native, and my husband hates them, but I tell them they don't know that they're not native. They don't know that they're coming in by the hundreds and stealing all the stuff, Yeah. So I've been making jalapeno fig jam, and
sounds amazing.
Mild. I wish I could send you some, Kylie. It's so good. Oh,
that would probably be hard to get through.
Yeah, I don't think I could get it.
The food is still, from what I understood, food is still kind of, if it's homemade, they're still kind of browning. I mean, we took some cookies with us that were factory sealed, and we didn't have any problem with those. But that doesn't mean that that's always going to be the case.
Right.
Mo's asking if you could dehydrate them, Sharon, and have them as snacks.
I did dehydrate some. Okay, I sliced them thin, dipped them in dusting of sugar, and then put them in the dehydrator. And I did it with the green ones, the ones that I'm like trying to get before the birds get, and they're not quite all the way plumped up. But it took me 2 days just to get them chewy because they are so moist. So it's like trying to dehydrate an orange. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, Janet's just said, and I'd forgotten all about these. We get fig biscuits, and they are lovely, really nice.
Fig Newtons, yeah. But these taste totally different than the inside of a fig Newton because those are brown. Those are brown figs. Yeah, I have the green figs, and normally they get about yay big. This year they're yay big. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Well, so Lisa's showing us a bit of a close-up of the page. I was actually going to suggest we've got about 15 minutes to go. So can you do single screen? Yeah, that's it. So we can see closely.
Yes.
That's such a cute sticker.
I haven't put it on yet, but I think it kind of ties the page, with the colors. I think it works.
Well, there's pink there, isn't there?
There is pink. There is pink.
It's gorgeous. It's very sweet.
But I did that because of the pages. But that's something that someone sent me in the Happy Mail, and I forget about them. But they are so cute. There's like quite a few of them. So once this dries, I will actually adhere that sticker, and I'll probably put some kind of sentiment on it too. But I'm pleased.
That's a beautiful page. It turned out. It's a beautiful page. The mouse is just so cute.
Just to have been flying by the seat of my pants off of prompts, I think I did okay.
You did great.
Yeah, everyone's saying they love it.
And only one cravalanche.
Only one craftalanche. That's right. So I can tell you, like with 100% certainty, that this is not anything that I thought I would be using or expect at the end. But you know what? That makes it special. So I am good with that. And I did write.
Are you going to swap to your screen, Sharon?
I am. Oh, gosh, I need to do that, don't I? Huh? Sorry. I did write here, and I'm going to go back over with some more marker. And I'm going to try not to cover any more of this up. I wrote, you are worthy, able, healthy, happy, a light in the darkness, and whole. And that's covered. But that is what I wrote. And I thought it was a good way to start the preface, the page. And, this is meant to be every medium, everything that you can think of. Make it a mixture of a junk journal and art journal. Use those scraps. Use those things that you've been hoarding that you love, because this is for you. You are enough. That is right, Brenda. And I believe that of all of us. And we really, as women, have been, under the thumbs for so long and controlled by men, not that we live with controlling men, not that our husbands are abusive or anything, but in a patriarchal society. And I would say that has put us in a place where we always question ourselves. And I would like to see more female strength and power, and let's be their equal. Like we always say we are, but we sure live in a patriarchal society. And it is time. It is our time. So let's lift ourselves up. Let's lift each other up, and let's have a beautiful society and healing. That's what we need. We need healing. So I hope that
lots of support there, Sharon. Lots of support.
Thank you guys. And we don't have any men here today, but yes, but Maya, use the stuff you hoard, the stuff that you've kept in teeny tiny scraps on your desk in a bin, and you think that you need to keep this because you love it so much. This is the place to put them. Hi, Anne. I didn't see you come in. This is the place in your altered book. And if you need to know how to prep your altered book so that you have room to fill it up, go to last Saturday's stream. And I think I put that as an altered book. If Mo is here, she might be able to. Oh, we have Raul. He is the man here supporting us. I forgot Raul was here. I am so sorry, Raul. But, you know, it goes, I'm talking about men too. We need to be equal. There needs to be no separation there. We all bleed red. It doesn't matter what your sex is. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. So let's stand up for each other. Let's support each other and let's band together and make that possible so that we can all stop criticizing ourselves, stop beating ourselves up. Brenda, I am reading this. I know. Thank you for being here. It's so important to me, you know, to have these friendships and grow a community that I love and a supportive place where women can come and chat with each other and feel comfortable and know that we are not going back together. So your mind is a blank. Use the stuff. Yes, you can. Remember, we had prompts. Use the prompts or use the little bits on your desk. So
we've got about 8 minutes. You were going to do a drawing?
We're going to do a drawing for a postcard. And I will put the postcard in an envelope and you're going to have to contact me after so that I have your address. But it's going to be one of the postcards we've been making, you know, it'll be something fun. And I need you all to pick a number between 1 and 50. And I'm going to write it down right now here over on the side. And I'm going to put it right there. So between 1 and 50. Raul says, thank you, Janet. Everyone here on the screen who were here the last 5 days. Oh, who's next, by the way? I do not know.
I think there's a coffee break for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to have a look.
So I have time. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, you can have another cup of coffee, right?
Oh, so my gosh. I need that. So I can tuck any kind of thing in this little pocket here. I've got.
I think it's Yolanda next.
Okay. I will definitely have to be there for that because I have missed
Most put it in.
Because of the time. I might end up putting one of these stickers right here. Or I've got this metal piece I cut out from a coffee foil and I can engrave it with a ball tip something. It's just the coffee lid, you know. Or I'm going to put something right there, though, I believe. I'm not sure what yet, but I'm gonna. Because this needs something. I don't know. Something. And remember, I have this one, too. She's coming up out of that bottle. I wish you the life you deserve. This one I hate, but I was just scraping paint off. It, you know, whatever. And so get this all ready. Oh, between 1 and 50, Miriam. 1 and 50. Yeah, get it all ready. Make sure nobody has the same number here. And I see a winner already. I see the winner. I see the winner. They got my number.
That's cool.
Everybody got their number in. I'm sorry, we have a train going by. It's shaking my stuff. Shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show them how to do it now. Shake that train, yeah, yeah. Okay, are we ready? Is everybody in, Kylie? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm going to turn this over. This person picked my very favorite number, and I'm going to have to remember not to use it again because now you know. Now you know it's my favorite. Number 44, and that goes to Brenda. Yay! Congratulations, Brenda. I'm going to put you back
Congratulations, Brenda.
on all 3 here. We're going to go like
Thank
that.
everyone for being here. This has been a very fun stream.
I think it's been a very therapeutic stream myself. I feel like I stood on a soapbox. The hashtag here, you guys, if you want to connect with me and do this too, and I will go back and put this hashtag in my last streams, my regular Saturday streams, when we constructed our book and kind of when we talked about what it was for and got ready. And I showed my other book that I've lost now. Finally, I mean, it's gone. I can't find it anywhere.
You'll find it about Wednesday.
Yeah. Or maybe next Saturday. I don't know. So I'm going to put Art Your Feelings. And Mo, that was really clever. Oh, I need to scroll back down. Darn it. I'm not even seeing comments right now.
That's a good hashtag.
It is. Art Your Feelings. Art Your Feelings. So please, everyone, join us. It would be a lot of fun. And we'll be here the first and third Saturdays of the month. And if there's an extra Saturday in the month, like there's 5 Saturdays, I usually come in and I'll do one then too. And I'll let everybody know. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, go over and send me a friend request so that I can add you, because that's just where you would want to share your things with me. These things, I don't have a group on purpose. I used to have a group. It's just more work, you know. Or you can go to Peg's group. Or you can go to Kylie's group, which I always forget, Kylie, that you have a group. I'm sorry.
No. I don't have a group now. I don't have a group.
That's right.
Miriam.
That's right. You used to have.
Miriam's the other group that we tag in.
Miriam. Yep.
And 2 old pros.
Oh, better go eat your feelings. Don't eat your feelings. Art your feelings. I found my catchline. Yes, please like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Hey guys, I thought I hit 1,000 and the number went back down. Like, people are unsubscribing to this lovely person. I don't know what they're thinking. Just kidding. I'm really not that sure.
Roll with it. Just roll with it.
We're gonna roll with that. But if you can go get your friends to subscribe.
Yeah. And thanks to Mo for doing all the great mod stuff again with all the links, etc. That's brilliant what she does. And
Kylie,
Mo's like magic when it comes to dropping those links and keeping people informed, and it really is helpful.
Yeah, it really. Yeah, Sharon, it's the YT bots. I experienced that too. YT bots.
YouTube.
I'm gonna have to figure out what that is.
The YouTube bots, the algorithms.
Yeah.
They give and they take away.
Hey, Kylie, will you do us a favor? We didn't hear you enough, so I want people to put in the chat for the next 2 minutes what they'd like to hear you say.
Not that anybody would put me on the spot. You know how that is.
You know you have something you want to hear her say. Like ketchup. I don't know.
I think some of the slang terms are
please.
Older. What is it? Gaelic?
Blue.
Gaelic.
When you use tell them what an umbrella is.
Like just a brolly. No,
a brolly.
Yeah. What?
That was one that I did not know until I was with Kylie, and she called the umbrella a brolly.
Oh, did
so I learned something new.
Hi, Elizabeth. Yes, please go watch the replay and have some art therapy with us. That would be amazing. A brolly. And what are your? Oh, and your boots are your. Go ahead. Your rubber boots that you wear.
Wellies.
Yes, your brolly and your wellies.
Yeah.
And that comes from Wellington, because that was the first company, right?
And if you know Billy Connolly, his line was, or his song was, if it wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? You'd be in the hospital or infirmary.
Oh my gosh.
To stop your feet getting wet.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
wanted to
goodness.
buy some when I was in Scotland, but we can only have like 50 pounds per bag without
You could
paying
have
up.
wore them out.
And Bill said, "What kind of boots do you want?" Because my work boots are falling apart. And I told him I wanted some wellies, and he looked at them. He said, "You want what?" But when we buy hiking boots, his work boots, they're
Yeah.
very expensive. I mean, they're over $100. And I said, you're getting a bargain if I get the wellies. So
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping to get some
Why didn't you
genuine.
wear them out? You could have wore them to the airport. I always wear my heavy stuff.
Oh gosh, if I'd have worn them, I would have been dying because remember we got
it's
stuck
hot.
on the
Yeah.
plane on
It's
the
hot.
tarmac for over an hour with
Yes,
no
yes.
air. So
Yes.
yeah,
Brenda, make sure and message me. And I want to thank everybody for coming and being such a great group of people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Don't forget that. And we love you all.
yes we do.
So
we certainly do.
We will see you soon, Yolande. I see you there, and we've added your link. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Have a beautiful weekend.